Doctor, why is lower back pain? It's almost an epidemic in this country, it feels like.
You're right, Andrew, and that's a great question. Actually, back pain is probably one of the most common things to afflict Americans, and most Americans will suffer at least one episode of major back pain during their lifetimes. This tends to be in the low back, you're correct with that, and the real reason is because throughout our lifetime, the low back bears the brunt of our load and the work that our back is doing.
We have a biodigital animation here that really will help illustrate where the back pain occurs and how the different components are set up in the spine.
Sure, what we've got here is the entire spine from the cervical down to the sacrum. And so the spine is divided into multiple different areas. You've got the first 7 bones being the cervical spine, the next 12 being the thoracic, and that's where your ribs are attached. And then when we're talking about the low back, we're typically talking about the lumbar spine, and that's where people are usually getting backaches. When they're talking about back pain, they're typically talking about their lumbar spine and maybe the very top of their sacrum.
And what happens there in the lower spine that causes this pain?
Well, what happens is that you've got your weight from your entire body coming and settling down onto this area. We've got bones, as you can see here, the vertebral bodies, and they're interrupted by discs, and discs are more of a shock absorber kind of a situation. And you can have problems either in the bone or in the disc, or even in the elements that connect those things together, or that connect the muscles to the bones.
By looking at a spine on someone, can you tell if they're going to be susceptible to lower back problems later? Are there early warning signs?
Well, their early warning signs are more clinical than they are actually anatomical. You can have some very specific situations like scoliosis as a child that could set you up, but for the most part, it's normal wear and tear, and just about everybody is prone to it.